Welcome back, everybody, to the Balloon Convention, the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss us going live, interviewing different artists who attend the Bling Bling Jam, giving you guys updates on balloon news and some tutorials and more. So thank you for being here. If you're back, please let us know, put a comment in, and we're super excited to have you here. Today, we're going to be interviewing no other than Russ Merlin, who's a performer in Las Vegas. He's a magician. He attends the Bling Bling Jam, and we're super excited about that every year. And without further ado, I'm going to bring him in and I'm going to welcome Russ Merlin and ask him to share with you guys, well, where he's from, what his full stage name is, if I got it right, and how long he's been doing magic. So here is my friend Russ.
Hello.
Russ, welcome. Thank you for
Nice to
being
see
here.
you. How are you?
I'm doing tremendous. How are you?
Great, great. Things are great in Vegas, but very hot.
Oh,
Very,
I,
very hot.
I know it's hot there in the summer. We had Bling Bling Jam there for 11 years in the summer, although I'll be there in a couple weeks myself. So I'm
Oh,
used to
hot.
it. Yeah, yeah. Just before we begin, too, he is recording this at Jason's house, his friend who's in the show. So it does say Jason Byrne, but this is Russ Merlin. So Russ, let us know, what your actual stage name is, when you got started in magic, where you're performing now, and whatever else you want to say. Take it away, and then I'll ask you some more questions.
Okay. I've been doing magic for 50 years. 50
Wow.
years. Oh my God, long time. Yeah. And I'm from originally from Long Island, New York.
Yes.
I've been in Vegas for 25 years now.
Wow.
And yeah, and it's the only place I ever wanted to be. But before I did Vegas, I performed all over the world twice.
Wow.
And so now I'm here. I love it here. This is the
Wow.
only place I actually ever wanted to go. But
When you say that,
uh,
ever you wanted to go to perform or to live or both, that's kind of
both. I wanted to live here. I wanted to perform here. Um, I wound up seeing the world because I worked on my old act was silent. So because it was silent, I was able to perform anywhere in the world, right? So I did cruise ships. I worked in Asia. I worked all over
really.
with my silent act. Yeah. Hmm.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. And have you always been Russ Merlin? Tell us about that, about your stage name.
My real name is Russell Feig, Feig,
Okay.
and I changed it. I'm not sure, maybe 1985, maybe.
You changed it
Um,
legally or changed your stage name, you mean?
I just changed it to Russ Merlin because it was easier to pronounce and just easier in general. But like a year later, I was on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, but for that I used my real name just kind of to honor my family. So,
Very
but
nice.
but since then it's been Russ Merlin. So,
Very nice. You were on the Johnny Carson show. Was it as a guest? Was it a couple times? Was it
no, just once, and I
awesome?
performed. I performed 6.5 minute act,
Wow.
mime, magic, and juggling.
How cool is that? Wow.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Am I allowed to ask you how long ago that was?
1986.
Wow, very cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's the 40th anniversary.
Yeah. So when did you start magic? Like,
I started magic when I was about, I think around 13 or so,
mhm.
seeing seeing some kid in school came in, he was doing stuff with cards, fans and card tricks and all that, and it just absolutely blew me away. So from that moment on, I said, wow, I want to do that. So so that's, when it started.
Sure.
I went to the first Cannon's Magic Camp. I went to the
Yeah.
first and second year.
Wow. We spoke about that. I went to Lewis Tana Magic Camp too. That was amazing. Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Very cool. So,
And the first year, Lou Tannen actually performed.
wow.
That's how long ago that was. So
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
yeah, it
Yeah, I
was
remember it was in
amazing.
some kind of a college that they rented out in Long Island. I forgot the name of
It
it.
was it's something called the Sal Military
That's
Academy,
it. That was it.
and they in the summer it's empty, so they rent it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah,
remember that.
oh, it was terrific. Yeah, really, it was really great. Saw a lot of great people. Slidini performed there, Lieutenant, and my counselor, one of the counselors there,
Hmm.
was a guy well known in magic named Bill Hers,
Hmm.
who does a lot of magic, but he's also a big time booker for acts.
Oh, very
Um,
cool.
and he was actually a counselor back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny. I should have taken out in my closet. I had lecture notes when I was a little kid, and I forgot the magician that was kind of well known back then. He had a really different kind of name, almost like a foreign name. And if I said it to you, I tip my tongue. You'd be like, "No way, I have notes from him." But
And
anyways,
this is from a magic camp.
Louis Tannen, yeah, my
Oh,
the owner of the Magic Art Studio, Mr. Ray Goulet in Watertown, Mass.
uh-huh.
He's the one who suggested I go, and I went, and I knew nothing about it, and I just listened to what he told me to do, and I went, but it blew my mind.
What year did you go?
I don't even remember. Gosh, I don't know if I was 10 or 12. I don't remember. It was in the 80s for sure, because I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
like, I know I'm dating myself. I'm gonna be 58 this month. I can't believe it.
Uh-huh.
It was a long time ago. I was
Mm.
probably 10 or 12. I'm not sure exactly. I gotta look back
Wow.
at it. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Wow.
yeah, yeah. That's
Those are the days.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Wow, that's so cool. So, okay, this interview is about you, which I'm excited about, and you're such a great personality. Uh, so,
Yeah.
it,
I don't know about that.
I think you are.
We'll find out.
You definitely are. You definitely are. But when you started at 13, right? What kind of magic do you start? I mean, practicing.
Well, I started doing card magic like the guy I saw in school.
Hmm.
So I would say the first year and a half, 2 years, exclusively close up magic, card tricks, coin tricks, all that kind of stuff. And got into other stuff, a little later on. But originally it was just close up.
Just close up.
Mm.
And what year did you start performing, let's say your first show? Were you doing like parties and stuff like that? Or how did I know Jason's was totally different. So I love
Um,
everybody's
I
story.
was, yeah, I first started doing kids' parties, stuff like that. The way most magicians kind of start.
Sure.
But my parents were very, uh, you know, they receiving and they loved it. They had no qualms about me doing it.
Oh, that's
And
great.
yeah, that was really great. They
They were
had no
supportive.
I'm looking for the word, but I can't think of it.
Supportive.
But
Supportive,
uh
right?
huh?
Is it supportive that you're trying to say?
Yeah, very supportive, extremely supportive. Um
Yeah.
And of course, when you're younger, they have to drive you to your shows and that kind of thing. So yeah, completely supportive of the magic. Whether they realized that would become my living or not is a
Yeah.
different story. But yeah, extremely supportive.
That's
Yeah, I have to
awesome.
say that.
That's
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Mm.
So when you started doing your first shows, right, birthday parties, whatever, of course, most of us start
Mhm.
with whatever comes in, right? What kind of a show did you perform back then? Let's say for a birth, was it close up or was it more of a kid's
I think it was more like a kids show thing. I think it was a combination of close up and whatever kind of parlor tricks I might have had, like the needle through balloon.
Oh yeah.
But the one with the tube,
Oh
but
yeah.
tube. Yeah.
Yes.
I had
The one with
that.
the one with the 260 with a twisting balloon with a tube or
Yes,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
No
just
wonder why you come in the Bling Bling Jam.
yeah, right, right.
That's
Well,
cool.
I can make a couple animals, so I'm
Yeah,
okay.
sure. Sure.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'll tell you here's the a funny story. So I was able to make a pregnant dog,
Yes.
which you
Well,
know how to
yes.
do.
Yes.
So at a party, um, normally if I saw a pregnant woman, I made her a pregnant dog balloon. Oh my God, they go crazy. You know, they love it. They love it. And I was
Right.
at a party once, and I went up to a woman, and I made her a pregnant dog, and she goes, "Oh, what's that?" And I go, "Oh, it's a pregnant dog." And she says, "Oh, why are you giving me that?" I realized, oh my God, she wasn't pregnant. So I said, "Well, it's a pregnant dog. A dog was smaller than a meatball, whatever.
Yeah.
It's what it is,
Yeah.
That's how I got out of it.
Oh gosh.
But
Of course.
that was uh, that was a big mistake.
We all learn. We all learn sometimes
Right,
for sure.
right. Yep, yeah.
Wow, very cool. So okay. So you started doing parties and stuff like everybody else. And then when did you graduate from that to doing, let's say, well, you said you went around the world. Like, did you make a
I
decision to choose something, a different market, or how did you
Well, my goal was always to go to Las Vegas, so I really responded to Las Vegas style acts,
yeah,
and people did acts to music, that kind of thing. And I think I got on my first cruise ship when I was 19 or 20 years old.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I had an agent in New York City, and yeah, I went on lots and lots of cruises.
Oh, that's cool. Is that how you met Jason? Because I know he did cruises for a little bit too.
No, I didn't meet him on a cruise. I met him. Where did I meet him? Wow. Who knows? I don't even remember.
Well, the
I
magic
don't
was
even
so
know.
small. We all know each other.
Right. Yeah, it could be in a magic convention or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So, okay. So you did the cruise for a bunch of years. How did you tell me this or someone else told me this? And please forgive me if I have this incorrect. Didn't you have a show in Atlantic City or something, or you performed there? Would you tell me that? Or someone else told me that? And I might be
Uh,
wrong.
I performed in Atlantic City. I
Yeah.
don't know what you mean by a show. I didn't have my own show.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I performed in Atlantic City many times
Oh,
with
cool.
Nathan Burton, with
Really?
the variety show from Vegas that the producer had it in Atlantic City for a couple of years. So I
Sure.
performed there for that, and then a few other times too as well.
Okay. Okay. And then okay, so I'm trying to follow your career, right? From like the
Mhm.
ships to like that to did you have it? Okay, so your whole goal was always to go to Vegas, which is amazing because it's a lot of people's dream to do that, right?
Yeah,
It's funny because I go to Vegas, I'm like, oh, there's so many magicians here, it's amazing, which
right. Yeah,
which
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, which makes
Well, there
sense.
used to be more. Used to be more
Really?
when there was more work here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was. It was magician living on every corner back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So did you go from the cruise ships and the performing in Atlantic City to Vegas, or there's another
Well,
couple
no, there was
different
all kinds of stuff. Cruise ships. I also did, a lot of one-nighters. I did walk-around magic. Um,
Sure.
I performed uh, in Vegas in '86.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Were you living there
and
then or
but
visiting? You were visiting.
what's that?
You were visiting Vegas when you did that. You weren't living there at that point.
No, I wasn't living here. No, actually, it was the same year I performed. Same year I performed in on the Tonight Show. I opened for Engelbert Humperdinck
Really?
in Vegas
Wow.
at the old MGM, which is now Bally's. No, is now from Bally's. Now it's called the Horseshoe.
Yes.
I opened for him there. I opened for him there, Tahoe, and an arena in Nebraska called Axarban Arena, which is Nebraska spelled backwards.
Wow.
10,000 seat arena. Um,
Right.
and that was in '86. But after I did the cruise ships, I performed a lot in the Catskill Mountains in New
Oh yeah.
York.
We used to go
Up
there.
in,
Yep.
yeah, up in the Catskills, I did hundreds of them.
Wow.
I performed, and then I did college shows for
Oh, sure.
a few years. Yeah,
Sure.
college shows. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think you met my friend Michael Mothy. He's from Chicago. He does a lot of college shows. He's a magician and balloon guy as well.
Uh-huh.
He comes to Bling Bling Jam as well. That's awesome. Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I did
how
that.
did you? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, and that's kind of what made me, for the first time, put together a 1 hour show.
Oh,
Because
the college shows did.
colleges, you
Really?
have to do an hour. So,
Was it a stage?
um,
It was a stage show, I'm assuming, or it was
yeah,
okay.
it was a stage show. It was kind of a combination of all different things that I did. And that's where I called up a friend named Steve Rodman. He's a magician in New York.
Uh-huh.
And we were talking about, ideas, stuff to do. And he was telling me about an old bit with you bring three people up on stage, you put masks on them, and they play a balloon popping game. It's a good t like a time filler.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, oh, okay, that's good. What do you do? And he kind of told me, and I said, oh, okay, that's good. And I started doing that in my college show. And over the years, because, comedy is king,
Yes.
um,
Yeah.
that it kind of took everything else, and that became my main act, was the masks and the balloons, and I added all kinds of stuff to it that
Wow.
was my own. And funny enough, just kind of segued into doing that because that's what people wanted to buy. So,
Right.
I was always wound up doing that. And that's what I've been doing here for all these years.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. I'd love to see some of that. This is great.
Oh, yeah, that's right. When you came to the show, you came to the magic show, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen that part
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, no, I do that in the variety
Oh,
show.
got it. Oh,
Yeah, I do
cool.
that in the evening variety
Oh,
show.
yeah. I got to check that out. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, you got to come to that. Yeah,
I would love to. I would love to. I mean, I love what you
anytime.
do. I love what you do. You're such a good MC with the magic of how you speak and how you get everything to roll. You really mastered that. Do you think? Well, obviously,
Well, I wouldn't say I mastered it, but I appreciate the
I
I
think so.
appreciate the compliment.
Well, would you say that the college shows helped you evolve into that, or I mean, is you
I
really
would say the college shows really helped me in terms of the speaking aspect
okay?
of the show, because when you do an hour, there's plenty of speaking involved, which I hadn't really done up till then. I did mainly silent.
Yeah,
So the colleges really got me into the speaking thing.
yeah.
So, which is I kind of like the fact that I originally was a silent act, because I can work silently or speaking, and I'm comfortable with either.
You were sort of like a
So
teller, being a sound act, right? Penn and teller.
yeah, yeah, silent stuff.
That's so cool.
Hmm.
When you did the silent act, so let's talk about that. So, and that's that way you don't have to speak different languages, but you said you went around the world twice. Can you tell us about that? And like, where did you go?
Well, just meaning, well, I did when I one of the things I trained in is I'm a trained mime.
Oh,
So
really?
I did that. Yeah, plus juggling. So I kind of combined them all into one act.
Right.
And um, as far as traveling around the world, just between cruise ships and just gigs on land in other countries, and Asia, Australia, England, France. Oh, a lot of
Wow.
places, lots of places. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Now I know you're in Vegas now, but do you do like I know like Jason's going to go on tour doing something too. Do you ever go on tour still? It's hard with the show. I know that.
Yeah, I do. I do occasional, one-nighters, stuff like that. The producer I work for is very liberal about letting us, get out and do, one-nighters and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
then a few years ago, excuse me, man, I'm gonna have a little drink
Oh, of
here.
course, of course. Go ahead. Absolutely.
A few years ago, I was asked to do a something I actually always wanted to do but never got, which was a tour in the U.S. I did we did 50 Air Force bases
Wow.
in an 11-week period,
Wow.
driving. Oh, what
Right.
happened? There was three different segments that you'd fly to one place. Let's say you fly to Florida, right?
Okay.
And then you get with there's a comedian juggler on the show and also the tech guy who would drive the car and the trailer.
Right.
And um, uh, oh my goodness, I all of a sudden I'm trying to think of his name, and all of a sudden it flew out of my head.
That's okay.
Anyway, so you fly into like say Florida, and then you wind up in uh, Maine. I'm gonna say, whatever. Um, and then you fly back home from there, and then you're home for 2 weeks, whatever. Then you go to the next segment where you fly out to Seattle, and get in the car, and then you do that segment. So doing different segments of the U.S.
Wow.
over the time. One was it was 11 weeks, and one was 5 weeks, one was 3 weeks, and another one for 3 weeks. And oh yeah, the comedian juggler's name was Ivan Pacell. You
I've
might have heard of him,
yeah.
and great comedian juggler. And we did together. We did a long show. I did 50 minutes, and he did like 50 minutes. That's what they wanted.
Wow.
So yeah. So it was a good little variety show between the
Yeah.
two of us. Yeah.
Sounds like it. So that how long ago was that?
2019.
Oh, not that long ago, before COVID.
No, no, yeah. Uh-huh. Right
Oh,
before
cool.
COVID. Yeah, it
Wow.
was it was terrific. The great thing is, I always wanted to kind of tour the US.
Yeah.
I never really got a chance because everywhere I worked was always out of the country or something like that. So
Right.
this was a terrific opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it
I
uh,
bet. I bet.
because of that. Yeah, yeah, it was really
Yeah.
fun. Really
Wow.
fun.
Wow. It sounds it. It sounds it. So I have a couple questions. There are different places. So
Mhm.
you were a mime, a silent mime, and you did juggling, and I know you did balloons. Were you ever a clown, or that wasn't part of
No,
your act? Okay.
no,
Okay.
no. The only thing I ever did like that was I did, white face mime stuff for a while.
Yes.
Not a lot of it. Not a lot of it. A bit of it. But it was always kind of combined with magic
Yeah.
and the juggling thrown in. But I was kind of doing mime for magic's sake, uh, you know, as opposed to just doing a mime show.
Right. Right. Wow, that's amazing.
Mhm.
So, did you join like when you were a kid, the Society of American Magicians or the International Brotherhood of Magicians in New York, and have all these old men help you? Like we all experienced that we're all in the group that were just willing to help.
We used to go. I didn't. I don't think I actually ever joined one. Maybe the SAM. I'm not sure
Okay.
if I remember. Maybe the SAM. But I used to go. Seth Kramer. Have you heard Seth Kramer?
I heard the name.
Yeah, he is a great close-up magician. He
Oh
he
yeah.
made a tremendous career doing um, trade shows, which is all he ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he made a tremendous career
Good
doing trade
business.
trade
Yeah.
shows. Yeah, and him and I, he was from Long Island also. Him and I, when we were kids, we used to get on the train on the weekends, Saturday, get on
Yeah.
the train and take it into New York City and spend the whole day at Tannen's.
Oh yeah.
We would hang out and see everybody, and it was a great hangout. It was a great
Yeah.
hangout.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Wow. That's
So that was really kind of an education, that kind of thing. I mean, for God's sake, I remember when Remember when Wonder Bar was a brand new trick,
Wow.
and Irv Tannen came out and demonstrated it, and everybody was like, "Ooh, ah,
Right.
wow."
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So, um, I'm assuming, but I want to ask you this in your own words. And we'll get into Bling Bling Jam, but in terms of balloons, it sounds like if I don't want to speak for you, I want to ask you, but most magicians, we all, was we all laugh because now there's balloon conventions as well, which is great. But when we
Mhm.
started, the balloons were part of magic. The one balloon zoo was always like the books were there and all that. So
Yeah, I remember that book.
yeah,
Hmm.
how did you incorporate that in balloons into you learning magic and or do you remember when you
I
yeah,
really just kind of learned them to give out as a gift for
right.
close up during close up. But there was one portion of my act where um, I did this thing where I teased a woman from the audience with the thing where you break the balloon in half and hand it to her and they fly away. And it was that kind of a thing. And then like as a gift at the end, I would make her a balloon dog and give it
Sure.
to her, all silently.
Oh, nice. Very
But yeah, the other things for me, the balloons were. I mean, there was some mime stuff you could do with balloons. Oh yeah. Oh well, it's not really your kind of balloons, but the whole ending of my silent act was a clear balloon, like a needle through balloon,
yeah,
and I would do a whole mime thing where I was pushing it, it was pushing me, and pretending to fly away, and all that kind of stuff. So,
sure.
big mime routine with the balloon being stuck in the air.
Sure. Sure.
So that was a balloon thing, but mainly in the act, it was as a giveaway kind
Yes.
of a thing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And like they all say, and of course, I know our balloons are kind of advanced at Bling Bling Jam, but really simple is where it's at. And when people are trying to create a magic show or they're trying to create a balloon show, it's about the showmanship, as you know, probably better than anybody else. And that's
Mm.
what we've always been taught. It's a prop, saying if you want to use it that way, or as a giveaway, whatever. But you're right. People just listening to this, because some people look at our balloons like, oh yeah, those are really great, and they are, but you can only market it so much. Well,
There was a there was a guy I saw online, or maybe it was even before there was online stuff, whatever. But he did a show, but it wasn't a kid show. It's an adult show. But
hmm
it's all balloons, all like
Yeah,
crazy balloons, and he had those bigger ones too. Where at the end he would do like a balloon barrage, with the audience, and those ones that are like kind of like somewhere between a balloon animal balloon and a baloney, somewhere in
yes,
the middle there,
yes,
and
bigger.
make big animals, big
Yes,
animals, and do all kinds of crazy, funny stuff, whatever. But like I say, I mean, kids could watch it, but it wasn't a kid show.
right,
It was for anybody.
right.
And I forget his name, but he was great.
I
He was
probably know
terrific.
him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
We do
yeah.
a lot of that at Bling Bling. I know when you kind of Bling Bling as you're working, you come in, you go, but we do have a talent show where people do different things with the balloons, which is always amazing. Maybe if
Uh,
you're not performing one night of those nights, but you always are, so you can see
yeah,
at some point,
yeah. That's
or I can show you the
that's
replays. Yeah.
that's uh the blessing and the curse of
Yes, yes,
working.
yes, yes.
But
That's a
that's why I changed after COVID. Before COVID, always my day off was Mondays, which is
yeah,
like a traditional showbiz day off.
sure, sure.
But after COVID, I said, I've missed so many things like concerts or this or that. It'd always like my day off Monday, but either the concerts are gone or
Yeah,
something's closed or whatever. Monday's not the day.
right.
So this time after COVID, I said I want my Saturday to be my day off.
Oh, nice.
So Saturday is my day off now. So I'm able to go see things and do things and whatever. But then
Sure.
we got our magic show that started, but luckily it's in the afternoon. So on my day off, I do one show.
You do
The
one
mag
show.
the magic show in the
Right.
afternoon.
I know
Mhm.
you're always working.
Well, yeah, take the work while it's there.
A
Gotta
hundred
take it.
percent. 100%. So, okay. So let's talk about when what happened that you went to Vegas when you did. Were you in a
Mhm.
show? Was that the show you're in now with Jason? What
The
brought you to
name of
Vegas?
the name of the producer was a gentleman named David Sachs,
Mm-hmm.
who is, if you remember, Melinda, the First Lady of Magic,
Yes.
her brother, and he
Okay.
grew up with the family and became a producer on his own.
Yes.
And he had a show. Actually, his mother started the show, and then he got it from her it was called the San Remo Hotel, and it was a show called Showgirls of Magic.
Oh, nice.
And it was showgirls they taught magic to. And so the girls did magic, and then they had acts in the show.
Sure.
So I came to Las Vegas to be in that show.
Oh, cool.
And then, like a year and a half later or so, uh, the variety show by the same producer started at the Venetian Hotel.
Okay.
So I was in both of them, back and
Cool.
forth. And then,
What year was that?
what's that?
What year was that? Do you know? Do you remember? Huh?
20. What year did variety show start? I think
Yes.
24 years ago.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Something like that, 24 years ago. And that hotel that was the San Remo Hotel is it became Hooters
Oh, yeah.
Hotel,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and now it's called the OYO Hotel,
I saw
which
that.
is right next to the new stadium they're building for the baseball, where the Tropicana used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they hit the jackpot
Yeah.
by
No, no
by
kidding.
being right next to that. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Mm, yeah, really great
So
for that.
when did you merge with Jason? Or was you had the same producer? How did that all happen? Or the show that you're in now?
Well,
Um,
it's the same producer,
hmm.
and Jason was an act who worked for him as well.
Okay. And
So we
you met and
became
became
good
friends,
friends.
or did the producer arrange you guys to be together, or how did that all happen?
Well, the variety show was, random acts. So the one lucky thing is that my producer, he understood that Vegas, the people change, right? So the show doesn't really have to change
Yeah,
so much because the people change. Unlike, let's say, New York City, a Broadway show, it doesn't change, it's the same show, but there's so many millions of people around, you can keep the same show and, stay in business. But in
exactly.
Vegas, the people change. People are always coming in, always going out. So,
Yeah,
lucky enough, like most producers would, maybe 6 months or a year or so, they change everything, but he never did. So we were able to keep the same job all these years. Some acts came and went and this and that, but we were kind of the s- uh, sta stable acts in the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
And we've, been here all these years doing that. So
That's great.
plus, like I said, he let you out, to do other things. So it wasn't
Flexible.
completely like stifling your career.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, unbelievably great. I mean, I'm very, very lucky that I kind of got off the road
Yeah,
when I was like 40 years old. Get
yeah,
off the road, and a lot of people were jealous. They were like,
sure.
oh man, how can I do that now?
Right,
And a
right,
lot of them are still on the road.
right,
So,
right.
I was lucky to
Yeah.
get a stable. I came to Las Vegas, and in the beginning I was making half of what I was making on the cruise ships.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I decided, well, if I can, spend the rest of my career at least getting in my car at night and driving home, it's worth it.
Yeah,
So, and then luckily, the other shows came along, and uh, so everything, worked out great.
yeah. That's great. That's great. So you've been working with Jason for like 25 years, would you say, or a little under that?
Yeah, I would say I
Wow.
don't remember if he was there in the very beginning or not, but close to it. So, yeah, we worked on and off together. I mean, I think there was It was a time in the middle that it's like a 5 year period where he was doing some cruise
Yeah.
ship show where he was the star of the show.
Yeah.
So he was flying every week on and off the ship. But in the meantime, in between, he was doing the variety show. Um, so yeah, we've been working together a long, long time.
Well, that's
Long time.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's great having friends in the show. It's
Yeah, you guys
fantastic.
work well together, really, really well. It
Yeah,
shows. It's a great show. Everybody that's watched this, you need to go see it. Definitely, definitely.
yeah, yeah. You got to come. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. Wow. So, okay. Um, is there anything because again, people that are watching this and that are magicians and or balloon artists or whatever, they're some of them are like amazed at what you do, right? And they
Hmm.
find it so interesting, right? And everybody that I interview is so different anyway. Everybody has a different career path, and the
Hmm.
entertainment's amazing too, right? But is there anything that at this point and stage in your life, right, that you hope to still do, like have a dream, like Jason had one of performing in Europe someplace. Do you have something that is on your bucket list that you hope or that you wish that you feel like you want to share that, or are you satisfied with everything that you've done? And you might be, and that's okay too. But is there anything on your bucket list like, wow, if I could do this performance or I could learn this, that would be really cool?
Um, well, I would say I'm very satisfied. Uh,
Good.
my big dream when I was younger was to get on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and that happened. So that was
Yeah,
great.
that's
And
amazing.
my other dream was to live and perform in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
So
and
that
you're
is
doing it.
happened. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's still currently happening.
right.
Getting to tour the U.S. with that military show, the Air Force show, that was great.
Yeah,
That was kind of my last, you might say, bucket list in terms of touring or that kind of thing.
yeah. Well,
So, but you never know what happens in the future, you know.
exactly. Exactly. But if anybody is like, I always tell people, go for your dreams, and obviously you did, and you made them happen, which is amazing to people watching that. And do you have any advice for anybody that is going after what they want in terms of in terms of their magic career, balloon career, whatever it might?
I would say, the most important thing is to keep performing.
Yeah,
Big shows, small shows, whatever. The more you could, you should rehearse a lot, but nothing replaces doing an actual show
yeah,
in terms of how it advances you as a performer. That's for sure.
yeah,
And I would have to say, if I was advising a young person, I would say do as much as you can uh, online.
yeah,
I mean, that's the way it all went. So
yeah,
uh, you can't kind of sit back and go, well, I'm not going to do that, and everybody else kind of passes you by.
yeah,
So I would say do it. I like some people don't like competition shows like America's Got Talent and stuff like that. I love them.
yeah,
I love those shows because I just love variety acts.
exactly.
So you get to see great variety acts. They
Yeah,
produce them really well,
they do. I
and
like them too.
there's been quite a few of them that have had success in their careers because of it.
Yes,
So when people
yes,
put it down, I really, I don't understand it. Oh, I can't stand the judges or, that kind of thing. Who
yeah,
cares? I'm not,
exactly.
I
I'm
only
with
care
you.
about seeing the great variety acts. And they
Exactly.
find they find fantastic acts.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yes. My friend I told you about, Mike Mothi, is a good friend of mine from Chicago. He says the same thing as a magician. We love and he came to the show with me. Loved the variety act. He loved the show as well. It's so true. I agree. And you're the ones that actually make money and get hired. It's not boring.
Yeah, right, right.
You know?
Yeah,
So
no,
true.
it's true.
Yeah,
I mean, it's um, you know, the more you do, right? So,
exactly.
it's funny. years. I'll just tell you a story. Years
Sure.
ago, the Catskills was about a 2.5 hour drive to the hotels from where I lived, and a 2.5 hour drive back.
I think it's the same amount of time from where I live in Boston. I think because we
Oh,
used to go,
really?
my parents
Oh,
took me there as a
wow.
kid. Yes, they were going to buy
Wow.
like a whatever you call those timeshares. We used to go there like several times. Yeah, but anyway, go ahead.
From Boston
I think so because
to the
again,
Catskills?
I think so. But
Is
again,
that
I was
maybe
little.
it was the Poconos, maybe.
It wasn't the Poconos. I went there. It was definitely the Catskill. Maybe it was longer. I don't know. I have to look. But I remember we went
I
there.
don't see how. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Western Mass.
it would seem longer to me. It would
Okay, it
seem
might
longer.
be. It might be.
Yeah. But yeah, for me it's 2.5 hours each way, but they gave me a room. But I would stay sometimes, but a lot of times, you're ending your show and it's late at night, and I'm like, well, if I stay overnight and I wake up there the next day, then I got a 2.5 hour ride home, then I'll be
I
tired. So you
see.
kind of kill the next day. So I started saying, well, forget it. I'm just gonna go home after the show. So I'd get there, I'd eat dinner, do the show, and then drive home. No
Yeah.
traffic, that's for
Yeah.
sure. In the middle of the night, right?
Wow.
So no traffic, and get home by like 1 or 2 or something like that, whatever. And then I'm home. So yeah. So anyway, my the story was I think at the time I was being paid like $275 a show, something like
Sure.
that. This is in the maybe late 80s and in the 90s, maybe.
Sure.
Um, anyway, I was being a bit stubborn and saying, I don't want to drive up there, blah blah blah. And this one summer when I kind of really was getting started to go up there, I don't want to drive up there. I don't, And then a good friend of mine, he said, "Hey, uh, you're a performer. That's what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Go perform."
Yeah.
And as silly as that sounds, like just, that one line made me go, he's right.
Yeah.
Don't sit at home, watch TV. You're a
Yeah.
performer. Get in your damn car and drive and go and do it. And I wound up doing hundreds of them. So
Wow. That's awesome.
that actually is the friend who told me that is John Harrison, the guy who wrote I don't know if you ever saw the Doug Henning book.
Mm-hmm.
The He wrote it a few years ago. A
Okay.
book about Doug Henning.
I know Doug Henning, but
Oh, okay. Well,
but
it's a
I'm
book
not sure
about his
about the
life.
book.
A
Yeah.
book about his life.
Oh, nice.
And it's a terrific book. Really good. Really, he won awards for it and everything. Yeah, terrific.
Very cool. Very cool. And going back to the Catskills, I was a little kid, so I don't know. I just remember we used to go there. So I know driving to New York from here, it's 4 hours, but upstate New York, I went there like, gosh, a year ago, and that took me about 4 hours as well. So maybe it was that time frame. Who knows?
From where?
From I live northwest of Boston, right? So I'm not in the city, but I'm closer towards going to Western Mass, and I'm assuming that's how we went, because that's how I went to go to upstate New York, but I don't know. It was I was
For
a
like
kid.
four
I was
four hours sounds about more right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might be about 4 hours. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
But cool, very cool. So, is there anything else that you want to share with people watching this about your career or anything that you want to just say about magic balloons before we talk about bling bling? But anything else that you want to share with everybody?
Um, no, nothing in particular other than, magic has changed a lot. I mean, from doing big illusions to, now being able to do because people are so used to screens that somebody like
Yeah.
Shim Lim
Oh yeah.
could perform in a big room
Yeah.
with big screens, and people accept it.
Yeah.
Which is, in the old days they would have said, what is this? I'm watching TV. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But now it's even cruise ships are allowing it and doing close-up shows because it saves them money on shipping the big props around.
Yeah.
So they like that.
Nothing ever stays the same.
No, no, it's just I'll tell you about it. I'm gonna just tell you my theory of
Sure.
my theory of one of the reasons that close-up magic became so big, and that was because uh, all the magicians, all the years, the big dream was I didn't want to be like a rock star. I want to be like a rock star. I want to be like a rock star doing
The
magic.
balloon people are the same
Yeah.
way. They all think the
Oh
movie's,
yeah.
but go ahead.
Oh, I want to be a rock star.
Yeah,
They want to be a rock star, right?
yeah,
And if you look at the way they used to dress
yeah,
in the 90s and the 80s, they look like people who are trying to be,
yeah.
like a rock star, whatever. Well,
Right.
Chris Angel did it.
Yes, he did. He
He did
did.
it. And
Yep.
I think what happened is, I think seeing him do it, it was like, oh yeah, well, I don't want to be a copy of him. There's some
Yeah.
people, of course, that kind of did,
Yeah.
but they were like, I don't want to be a copy of him, and he kind of did it. So he did the dream.
He did.
So what do I do now?
Yeah.
So I think because most magicians start with close up anyway, that it kind of took hold because that dream had kind of been achieved by someone else. So they were like, well, yeah, okay, what am I going to do? You
Right.
know, and they felt in close up magic. Um, there's an immediate reaction from people, and lucky for them, the technology, kind of caught up to it with the screens and all that. So it was kind of a natural way to go. So pretty amazing when you think about it.
It sure is. It sure
Yeah.
is. But you're
I
right about
mean,
that. That was a great analogy about what you just said, and it's really true.
yeah, that's how I see it, how
Hmm.
it happened, you know. I mean, imagine, you sit there and you go, I want to be the first guy to go to the top of Mount Everest, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you turn the news on and so is the first one ever to go in Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I mean,
wanted to,
like David Blaine. I mean, what he does, but it's sort of like he's in a way a new Houdini because Houdini did that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of cool. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know.
the impressive, to me, the impressive thing about David Blaine is how he carved his own path.
Yeah.
I
He's
give him credit for that. He became more of a kind of a stunt guy, what do you call those? Endurance
Yep.
guy, stunt man type stuff.
Yep. And it
Um,
works.
and it works extremely well for him. And like I say, he carved his own path. So got to give him credit for that. You
100%.
know?
100%. We all have to be different and use some things to get ourselves ahead and be creative with that. My
Mm,
good friend, I was telling you about Mickey Silver from Boston, who moved to Vegas as well. He's the coin magician, and
yeah.
he shared me in the Magic Club. You know how he went to. I hope this is okay when he's watching this. He went to Hollywood and donated his time to some charities, and then he became like the celebrity to a lot of magicians. There's all these private events that
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
high end high roller events in Vegas he gets and stuff like that. It's just been amazing for him. And yeah, you just think out of the box
Well,
and
David Blaine,
yeah.
if you look at his career in the beginning, he used to go to all these celebrity parties and stuff. This is
Hmm.
before that he was well known at all. He'd
Hmm.
go to these celebrity parties and stuff and perform magic for all these celebrities.
Hmm.
So he would, get pictures of himself with all these celebrities, this and that. So he kind of became like, oh, yeah, he's a magician to the celebrities.
Yes. Yes.
So guilt by association, it worked so well for him that it's kind of like uh, um, Oz, the mentalist, Oz Perlman. Look
Yeah.
at look at what he's done with associating himself, doing a lot of stuff with the sports celebrities
Yeah.
and all that, and then from that, getting on all. Well, he's been on every single TV show. My God, at one point. couldn't turn on the TV, and he wasn't on a show.
Right.
He's been on a lot, but a lot of that came from that. When you
Sure.
sit there and you go, well, if LeBron James is amazed by him, I guess I'll be,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So that's a smart path. And
Yeah.
I have to say, in terms of career wise, a lot of times, people are always sitting around. They go, yeah, man, I want to make it more, and I want to get well known and this and that. And this is an extreme example, but it's the perfect example, and that is Piff,
Oh yeah.
because
The Magic
Piff,
Dragon.
yeah, Piff,
I met him. He's
you know,
great.
anybody sitting there go, oh yeah, I want to get a persona that people know, and I want to be famous and this and that. You look at him and you go, you could say to pretty much anybody, Piff, and they're not sure. And say, the guy in the dragon suit. Oh yeah, I know him,
Yeah.
right? So people trying to get well known, and because of Chris Angel, they're all dressing down and dressing in jeans and regular shirts, this and that, which is fine, except it gives you no persona that people are going to say, "Oh yeah, I know him,"
Right.
because you look like everybody else,
Exactly.
right? So you got to have something to
Oh, that's
some
different.
yeah, something that's different that I could
Yeah.
point to and say, "Oh yeah, he's the guy who does whatever."
Did you meet my friend at Bling Bling Jam, Vlad? He was on my magical. He's from New York originally. He was the official vampire of Salem, Mass when he moved to Massachusetts. And I lives in
Hmm.
North Carolina. That's his persona. He was
Hmm.
there for a couple times. I thought you might have met him, but he talks about that all the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
about
No,
being.
I might have met him. I'm so terrible at names,
That's
just
okay. That's okay.
terrible. But yeah, I mean that's I sit there with people and they'll say, "Oh yeah, man, I've been doing this for all these years, and I really want to go forward, and how can I get blah blah blah." And what's funny too is just as a little aside, that a lot of people think that clicks and being well known on the internet um uh transposes to ticket sales.
Right.
And the truth is, it kind of really doesn't.
Correct.
Funny enough, I mean,
Correct.
you would think, oh,
Yeah.
I got 600 million hits and this and that,
All these
and then
influencers,
the
it's
showroom's
crazy.
empty.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and it's difficult. It's difficult. And I won't say who, but I've known some, magicians who were very successful on the internet, and and they don't understand. They go, wow, how come I'm not as big as David Copperfield? I got I got, way more hits than he got, or but and I said, you just you don't get it. You
Yeah.
know, what can you.
Yes. Yes. They're all the ones that again, they're great people, but people just you're right. Listen, put your money where your mouth is and let's see what you can, sell for yourself. We have to sell ourselves, but in the right way of
Mm.
getting bookings and all that. And the social media does help, but you're right about that. A lot of influencers have a lot of hits, but no business, you know? So it's
Right.
interesting.
It doesn't transfer to ticket sales.
Right.
No. You
Right.
would think it would, but it
Yes.
doesn't. It
Yes.
doesn't. And I can't really say why, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. But um, you got to do that plus,
Yeah.
regular
Well,
TV
I
and
think if you don't mind
whatever.
me adding to why, I think and again, I think it's we live in a different world, especially after COVID and with
Mm.
AI. And the thing is, with social media and with performances or any career somebody does, it doesn't after COVID, we were also away from each other. It doesn't replace the actual performances, the actual, you talk about there are these groups on these social groups online. It's almost like and that's good. But it's almost like they don't. Some of the people don't have a conversation in person, or they're not performing right, or whatever it might be, or not, they're not. Uh, for me, when I'm working my business, I'm I'm actually making calls and treating like a business, right? And I'm trying to
Right.
get bookings, so I'm not shortcutting that out. It's like what's
Mm.
told still is important, and you still have to do those things. I think that's what's missing. And I think that people don't realize it. You still should do the new thing, but it's kind of like old
Well,
school, new school.
you can't replace it.
Right.
You got to add to it,
Exactly. Ex-
right? You got to add to whatever it is you were doing or need to do. You got to add all the social media to it.
yes.
So instead of, a lot of people thinking, oh, it is it. No, it has to be added to it.
Correct.
So uh, it's it seems like a shortcut, but there is
Yeah.
no shortcuts.
Yeah. There's a balloon artist I was speaking to about this, and he does great, and I really like him a lot. And he does really well with Instagram. And he was going on and on about this, and they talk to the balloon brands, and sometimes people magicians talk to magic shop, whatever it might be, and some of them think it's all that, and they're realizing it's not, right? And I said, so how many gigs do you get from what you're doing? He does a lot. He goes, maybe one a month. I'm like, that's it. So it's a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you want to be famous or do you want to make money, right? There's a little in between there, but you're right. Add to it. I think that's the key. Spot on, spot on, spot on.
Yeah, it's it's necessary nowadays, but not a replacement for everything else.
Right. Especially with AI, I think people really want to see some realness and know that you're a good performer.
Yeah,
And
that's going to change everything.
it is. Yes.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. I mean, I've seen it do some fantastic things,
Yes.
but in terms of um, I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
going to be a different world.
Of course.
The
Of
next
course.
presidential election, you're not going to be able to believe anything you see.
Right.
All going to be AI, fake
Right.
stuff, this and that. Oh my
I
God.
don't think anybody's believed anything since COVID.
Right.
Everything
Yeah.
seems not real,
Yeah.
so but it's
I know what
true.
you
It's
mean. Yeah.
true. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So this is
But
the
if you can use it right, it's fantastic.
exactly. Exactly. Was there anything else we missed? This has been a great interview, Russ, and I feel like I got to know you better as well, which is the point. And I'm hoping that everybody watching this got to know Russ better as well. And this has been really, really great. I really, really loved this interview.
Well, I appreciate you asking me to do it, and
Appreciate you doing it.
appreciate how well you've treated Jason and I at Bling Bling
Oh
Jam
my
every
God,
year.
of course. I so
Uh,
appreciate you guys coming and attending. And would you mind saying to everybody, I know you can only come in for a short minute because you're always working, but you always come and you're loyal to Bling Bling Jam, and we so appreciate that. And you always say hello to everybody. But and I know you do some balloons, but can you let everybody know on here what your thoughts are and why you think they should come to Bling Bling Jam of what you've seen so far, if you don't mind?
Well, I think the thing that amazed me about Bling Bling Jam is that there are so many people who are dedicated to it, and people will make fun of some balloon artist, yeah, ha ha ha. But when you see what these people can make with the
Yeah.
balloons, it is unbelievable,
Yeah.
absolutely stunning. I see the stuff and I just, yeah, number one, I'm jealous because I don't have the memory. I don't have the memory to do the stuff that they
I'm
do.
gonna sit down and help you if you want to learn some more. Don't worry, anytime.
Oh no, I won't remember it. No, I literally don't have the memory to all the moves. I look at it and go, wow, that is just incredible.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's just fun to come down and talk to some of the guys, and it's not just, and not just. I think a lot of people might think of it as just like a clown convention,
yeah,
but it's really not. It's
right.
more a balloon artist convention. There are clown
Magicians,
people there,
clowns. Yep. Mhm.
but there are clown people at magic conventions too. So, but the thing is that no, they're real artists. They're really terrific at what they do, and you know what? So unbelievably willing to share. You can just ask them how to do anything,
Yeah,
and they will show you.
yeah,
And how fantastic is that?
yeah. It's great. We
Mm.
so appreciate you guys supporting us and come there. I know every time you come in, you always order your balloons from All American Balloons, who's there, which is great.
Mm.
It's great for you,
Yeah.
great for them. So awesome stuff, and
Mhm.
no, good stuff. And we look forward to having you come this year. So should be
I'm looking forward to it. Jason and I was he goes, oh, Russ, I got a call from Steve. It's Bling Bling Jam. I said, ah. we make a whole day out of it. We have lunch
Yeah,
and then we go there and
of
just, oh,
course.
it's great. It's
Of
great.
course. I know. We appreciate it. Well, thank you
Mm.
so much. Do we forget anything, or I think we got everything?
Um, yeah, unless there's
Awesome.
anything else I can think of. Harder to find the 260 balloons like we used to, I'll tell
I
you that.
know. Well, they
You know,
politics went out of business. There's new brands, and they
right.
come to Bling, and we try them, and there's different shapes and different colors and all that. And there's new stuff coming this year for Bling as well. So every year, I know when you come, there's new things that you've noticed because
Mhm.
that's especially after COVID. That's just what happens, and we don't know what else is coming. There's actually new companies still sprouting up, which is amazing.
Mhm.
So
That's good.
might debut this year at Bling Bling Jam, so stay tuned on that as well. But
Mm.
awesome, awesome. Well, again, I can't thank you so much for doing this, and thank Jason for letting you do this at his home. So we appreciate that. And
Thank you.
guys, yeah, thank you. And you guys, let Russ know in the comments when this airs how much you enjoyed his interview and any questions. He will look in there. I'll help him with that. Do not worry. And
Yeah,
again,
I'm a bit of a Luddite, you know.
no worries. No worries. I got you. I
Mm.
got you. And again, everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you guys soon. Let's bling it on. Thank you so much, Russ. You have a good one. It was a great
Thank you. I
interview.
really appreciate it.
You too. I'll see you in a few weeks in Vegas. Over and out. Bye-bye.
Oh, great. Look forward to it.
Same
Bye.
here. Bye-bye.